Taylor looked at me. He's like, "You're going to be getting a call from the
You're like, "Is she
CEO of FedEx,"
crazy?
and I was like, "Sorry, what?"
That weekend changed my whole life. I texted it to like Kyle's sports agent, and I was like, "This is revolutionary."
It was the most insane thing. How did you and Kyle meet?
We met on Facebook. My friend requested him.
First saw his last name. Were you like?
Did someone fall asleep on a keyboard?
Have you been to Philly? My bad.
Love the Philly Stadium. She tapped my shoulder, and I turned around. And she went glitter all in my eye, and then she was like, "This is the worst thing that happens to you today. Then you're lucky." And I was like, "What is this? The purge?" Like, yeah. Me too. You know, like Kyle and I wanted to be Justin and Britney Spears from the VMAs, that like denim on denim look.
Yeah.
I'm just like delusional, and I'm like, I can make that. Now it's like so engulfed in like the NFL life. Then it became like our lifestyle. I always kind of knew.
I've never seen anybody like this.
I don't even think I told you guys this whole story. Like, it was even crazier than that.
Kristin.
Hi.
Welcome to the Squeeze.
Thank you.
This is funny, just so listeners and viewers understand. We've been sitting here talking for about 45 minutes.
And we were down in our kitchen eating baked potatoes and ground bison.
Yeah.
And
So
drinking
to
Starbucks
say,
prior to that?
Kristin, welcome to the Squeeze, as if we're starting this conversation.
Do I not shut up? Am I the problem? Is it me? I think it is me. I think it's me.
Oh,
No, I think
like,
it's just we haven't seen you in so long. I feel like
there's a lot of catching up.
there's a
yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
topics to talk about.
There is.
I think we'll talk about some of them, even though we have already talked about some of them.
Yeah.
But we do start each episode off with this jar. It's
Okay.
a game called Citrus Got Real. If you want to pull a little piece of paper out of
Okay,
there.
can I move this?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that one. Right on top.
Drum roll.
What's your most used app in your phone? Oh, it's so easy. Pinterest.
Oh, wow.
I am on Pinterest 24/7.
Is that like for like fashion
What
things?
for?
Yeah, for fashion stuff. Like I look at it for design inspo all the time.
Okay.
I'm constantly wanting to remodel things, so I'm always like looking at. I love like tablescapes. I feel like you like tablescapes too.
Yeah.
I
Like
should
for-
really use that more for
Yeah.
tablescapes.
You should.
Yeah. Like I'm already looking at like, what do we do for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
It's really, I love it when I'm on flights and stuff.
Yeah.
If I have Wi-Fi, I am just scrolling Pinterest all the time. I get really inspired by it.
I love that. I mainly use Pinterest for like nails.
Nails.
And whenever I get like my nail inspo, I always like I'm just scrolling it and seeing what
Yeah.
ideas to get from it. Oh, that's good. Tablescapes.
Recipes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Always
you need to download
Pinterest.
Oh my God, I like Pinterest.
You don't have Pinterest?
Not really.
Oh my, Kyle uses it all the time.
Really?
Are you a big cooker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinterest all the time.
Wow. What does he use it for?
Recipes.
Really? He cooks?
Yeah. He loves to cook.
Wow.
He actually like now has taken over cooking more than I have. Yikes. He's not happy about it.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm definitely the cook in our house.
You're also not like.
I'm
God.
not the cleaner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kyle's not either.
I hate
You're gonna love this
cleaning.
story. So here we go again. We're at our wedding and our vow, like Kyle vowed up there, and he was like, I vowed to like always do the dishes when you cook.
Funny.
And my Uncle John in the crowd goes, "You're gonna regret that one!" Like in front of everybody, and everyone starts laughing.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Has he kept up to that vow?
Well,
or-
now it's kind of like he's
Yeah.
cooked and I've cleaned and he's kind of helped clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't vow that.
Yeah.
He's the one who vowed that.
Yeah, his mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I need to cook more so you can clean more.
No.
I enjoy the thing. The thing is though, Taylor like loves cooking. That's
you?
like his like
love
art.
prepping. Like
See, that's what I don't like about it.
therapeutic for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love cooking too. Like it reminds me of like being like a family because that's being
Yeah.
an Italian. Like that's literally how we show love. It's just like cooking for each
Yeah.
other. So I love that aspect, but I just like having a whole work day and then having to prep and cook
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
clean. DoorDash is just really
I know.
racking up for me.
Yeah. No, it's like one or the other. Either I'm making like a full meal,
Yeah.
or we're just postmating something.
Always.
Just-
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about football honestly since you got here, but I want to know, like, I think I know the answer. Do you look forward to football season,
Oh my gosh, yes.
even though it's like by husband.
Kind of losing your husband. For
Is
a
it
bit.
by husband?
No.
Like
No, it doesn't work like that.
I think in my
It's really
brain,
not.
what does it look like? Yeah, what does
Sure.
like the week look like for you?
Yeah. So I would say, and I also like don't know too much about other professional athletes, like their timing, but from what I've heard, football is the most like 9 to 5 sport in comparison to the other types of leagues.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like there's no days off during the season, but he goes in probably at like 7 a.m. every day, and then he's home around like 4.
Oh.
And it's like I work a whole day too, so it's like it's fine.
Even during training camp?
No, training camp is a
camp's
whole different
different?
situation. Yeah,
Okay.
like they can't sleep at home, so they sleep in a hotel. And so like for probably a month, the hardest part is that training camp. Like for a month, we're really not seeing each other that much.
Wow.
It's like every 3rd or 4th day is off.
Okay.
But off doesn't mean anything because at least on my husband, he still goes in and gets massages, acupuncture. He does all his recovery stuff on his off days. So it's not like on his off day, it's not like he doesn't go into the facility. He's there the whole day.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make a difference. But then if it's a home game, they still have to sleep in hotels before the games.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I still feel like we see each other a lot. And I go to every single game. So I go to all the away games.
You go to every game?
I go to every game.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's
I do.
incredible.
I love it so much. And mainly because me and Claire Kittle are such good friends and our families are now like literally family with each other.
Yeah.
So we all go as a pack. It's
it
just
together.
so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to like explore all the different cities, and away games are so much fun. I mean, like going to a new stadium and like kind of seeing their culture and stuff I love.
Yeah.
The Lions Stadium is one of the few that I've never been to.
Really?
We haven't played there.
No, I don't think you have.
Yeah.
And don't this year, right?
I know we don't.
No? Dang.
I know.
Okay. Well, out of curiosity, what's one of your like favorite cities / stadiums to go to then?
Okay. Packers
Really?
by far.
Blah.
And I'll tell you why. Well, it usually depends on like what the game was like, you know, that.
Yeah.
But like, it's just so iconic.
The
Yeah.
stadium?
Yeah, the stadium is old and it's iconic, and there's bleachers.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
yes.
was
Bleachers.
it was
Yeah.
snoring. It was snowing like crazy when it was snoring. It was snowing like crazy when we went, and the tailgate scene is like insane. Like the Midwesterns just like really know how to tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just was so cool. Like we were wearing these snowsuits. It was like dumping snow, and it just felt so.
Oh yeah, didn't you guys
Football?
have, did you was that the one you guys had like the matching little like
We've worn
snowsuits?
snowsuits twice. There.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because of how
Yeah.
it is, and we're from California now. I think like growing up in the East Coast and Kyle starting with the Ravens, like East Coast football is so different than West Coast football.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much more like gritty and like you just really feel it. Whereas like West Coast, it's I don't know, just not the same vibe.
Yeah.
But the Bill Stadium.
Oh my gosh.
And we got destroyed when we went there, but it was one of my favorite football experiences ever.
Wow.
I love snowing games, I guess. Like
Sounds like it.
yeah, like they were all throwing snowballs when the Bills scored, and their tailgate scene is, you guys,
I imagine.
you have to go experience
Yeah,
it. Like
I wanna
if
go to
if
one of
I obviously I'm a 49er fan through and through, but like I was like I may have to be a Bills fan when Kyle retires because those games are so much fun.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I love that, and then I actually love SoFi. I love the
Really?
Rams Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's cool.
it's a beautiful, like, the structure itself is stunning.
Structure's beautiful. The DJ there, like as always, so good. I swear to God, the crowd's always dancing, and the music, like the acoustics,
They
just
put
like
on
really
a good
loud.
little show.
Honestly, there's not many stadiums that I don't like.
Have you been to Philly?
Oh, that was a great timing.
My bad.
Love the Philly Stadium. No, here's the thing. I'm a New Yorker.
She goes, there's not many things I don't like. I was like, have you been to Philadelphia?
That's hilarious. One thing about me, like I am not sensitive, like at all. Like I just think it's growing up like as a New Yorker. So like
Yeah.
I can appreciate it. Like when people are like screaming horrific things at you, I'm like, yeah. Look, me too. Like, you know, like everyone. I think it's funny, and like I love the passion. What I love about Philly is when you land there, like the entire plane is wearing Philly stuff. The entire city's wearing Philly stuff. You can't go and the waitress will drop a check off and they'll be like, go Birds.
Yeah.
Like it's such a culture.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
Uh-uh.
Okay. You have to experience it.
If you ever need a buddy, like maybe Claire can't go to a game, just let
Even
me
if
know.
Claire comes, come.
Okay, great.
It's so much fun. We literally, I feel
fun.
like we go on like, I feel like a groupie, like we're like a band tour.
Yeah.
Like we're just
Yeah.
like following the band around.
For sure.
You know? But it's just something you have to experience to feel like stadium. I mean, like, but you have to not be sensitive. You know what I
It's
mean? Because
fine.
they're gonna scream stuff at you. They love it. They love like getting in your face and like cursing you out.
Yeah.
And you just have to, you just have to laugh. Just don't reciprocate it. You know?
Are you really able to still go to an away game if you're not in a box? Like you and Claire, like, can you really do that still?
I mean, of course we can. Definitely can. I mean, we've been like fortunate that a lot of brands that we work with have like hooked us up.
Yeah.
Because they're, as you guys know, they're so much money.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
But there was a game last year that you guys were right behind the end zone.
Yeah,
and
that was
I was
Amazon.
like, hey, I was like, how are they doing this right now? Not getting like eaten alive.
Oh, when we were in the stands,
Yeah.
when we played the Vikings. I mean, I would say that.
Minnesota, I've had rough experiences.
Yeah, that's also one of my other favorite stadiums because it snows. I guess I have a snow fetish.
You really?
I'm like really realizing things about myself sitting in this shirt. But have you been?
Yes.
Like it snows inside. Like they like do a whole theatrical thing where because they're like the Vikings.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, we had a fan experience there too once.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like because I'm not sensitive. You just have to like swallow it. When people, you know, if I'm wearing something with Kyle's name on it, like, and it doesn't even matter if we win or lose. Like, you know, people are gonna say things and opposing team. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I really have had like such amazing experiences. I have only had like Kyle's been in the league for 13 years now, and I've only had like 2.
That's
People
crazy.
are honestly usually really nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm just too sensitive.
Also, I was gonna say that, and she's a pretty girl, and you're just like a guy. So
No, I mean I've had some crazy experiences. I'm not gonna like name where because I don't want to like piss the fan base off. But like some girl was like hammered and touched my shoulder, and she was like trying to like rile me up because that's like they'll they'd be like you check suck blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like yeah. And she tapped my shoulder, and I turned around, and she went and she blew glitter like in my face, and I was so startled, and it was all in my eye. And then she was like, "If this is the worst thing that happens to you today, then you're lucky." And I was like, "What is this? The purge?" Like, and I was just like, "Okay." I was like, "Listen, I'm trying to be a good sport. Like, please stop touching me. Like, just please stop touching me." And I had glitter like all in my face.
Glitter?
It was wild. And like, so there's like, and then I just, you gotta laugh because what is the other thing? You're gonna get in a fight? A fist fight?
Yeah.
Like,
I got tackled in Minnesota.
he got checked from behind.
We were
like sucker punched?
No, we were jogging.
What did
out.
you say?
What did I say?
Yeah, did you say
It
something?
was a very old drunk man. He was like 70. And he like chased me down from behind as I was running and
Just because you were wearing a jersey?
Yeah. Yeah, we were being heckled the whole game. And then right before the game finished, we were like, let's get out of here. So we started like running out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And I'm jogging out, and all of a sudden, get just chucked. And I go to the ground. And
Shut up. When was this?
this was 2018.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did anyone get involved?
No, I just stood up and kept going.
Yeah. Good for you.
But
That's hard though.
it's-
That's the hardest thing to do.
But also,
I just don't like when people touch me like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't-
yeah, the
Especially
touch is
getting
too
punched.
much.
is
It wasn't.
a whole
Yeah,
nother
it wasn't
level.
glitter in the face.
But Minnesota
But glitter
won.
in the face, this don't.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It's
It was painful in the
disrespectful.
eyes. Like, imagine all the glitter in the eyeballs.
No.
Very
But
dis-
Minnesota won that game. That's what also I don't understand is I'm like, you won. Like, don't, like, sure, yell, but like
Pursue
literally
victory with honor. That's
Yeah.
what Kyle wears a wristband.
Really?
This fan could have used some of that.
So something new that I have been loving lately is Roback's brand new legging sets. If you haven't heard of Roback, they're known for really well-made and high-quality performance wear, and now they've entered the legging space with their Vista collection, and it's everything you would want in a daily go-to set. The leggings are buttery soft, supportive without feeling restrictive, and they stay in place all day. Whether you're moving around or taking it slow, they come in 3 really versatile colors: black, flag blue, and a beautiful green that feels perfect for fall. But what makes this drop really great is that it's a full set, matching bra tops and layering pieces included. So you don't have to overthink getting dressed. It can be so hard to find legging sets that are cute but also comfortable. And that's why I love Roback's new collection, because you get to look cute but also feel comfortable in your clothes. It's effortless, functional, and designed to move with your body through whatever your day may look like, whether that's a workout, errands, or just being kind to your body and resting. It's one of those collections that reminds you feeling good in your clothes doesn't have to be complicated. So if you're looking to simplify and refresh your fall wardrobe, I highly recommend checking out the Vista collection from Roback. You can use code SQUEEZE at roback.com for 20% off your first order, now through the end of the week. That's RHOBACK.com and use code SQUEEZE for 20% off your first order now through the end of the week. I am so excited that the fall weather is coming. We are going to get all cozy. I love fall traditions. So right now I am swapping out my decor for the warmer tones, bringing out the cozy blankets. Taylor and I just made a fall chili the other night. And I just love small traditions that mark the changing of the season. And that also includes updating your makeup look. From a simple routine to a festive glam, Thrive Causemetics is your go-to for completing any fall look. Every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin and not against it. Something that I love is with every purchase from Thrive Causemetics, you're actually giving back because Thrive Causemetics donates products and funds to help communities thrive. With over $150 million in product and cash donations to 600 plus giving partners, your purchase directly fuels real impact, and that's beauty with a purpose. I feel like they have so many staple products, but just to call out a few that if you guys haven't seen, you need to check out, is their Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner. It comes in 8 shades. It's waterproof, smudge proof for all day wear, and is very high in pigment for definition, which we love. Complete your fall look. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/thesqueeze for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/thesqueeze. One of the things that keeps a lot of us from going to the gym is not knowing where to start or if our workouts are even actually working us out. I don't know if that's you, but I know when I walk into a gym, I am instantly so overwhelmed and I don't really feel like I'm getting a workout in. Well, that's where Tonal comes in. Tonal is the ultimate strength training system that tracks your progress and takes the guesswork out of working out, so you can have confidence to keep pushing forward. Tonal provides the convenience of a full gym and the guidance of a personal trainer anytime at home with one sleek system. After a quick assessment, Tonal sets up the optimal weight for every move and adjusts in 1 pound increments as you get stronger so that you are always challenged. And Tonal lets you choose from a variety of expert-led workouts from strength to aero hit to yoga and mobility to keep you coming back for more. You guys have heard me talk about this Tonal. I think this machine is so revolutionary and it is so cool. We have one. It's up hanging on the wall in our gym and it's just so sleek, and you really don't need any other machines because of how many of workouts this Tonal offers. It's really like having a personal trainer ready for you at any time of day. This machine is so cool, and I love that you get to work out from the comfort of your home. And right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code SQUEEZE. That's Tonal.com and use promo code SQUEEZE for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com, promo code SQUEEZE for $200 off.
How did you and Kyle meet? Do you know the story? I don't know.
We met on Facebook.
What?
Stop.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you want me to get into the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just transferred colleges. My Uncle John was visiting his daughter who went to a nearby school.
Okay.
And he had bought Ravens tickets because I went to school in Maryland.
Okay.
And she didn't want to go. And so he called me and was like, do you want to come? I'm like, sure, I've never been to an NFL game. I didn't grow up in like a huge NFL family. We come from like fishermen, as you guys know, like surfers and like boaters. We grew up on the water. So we were like very like water sports. And I grew up dancing. So it wasn't like we were that big of like an NFL family. So anyway, so I went and we were in the nosebleeds and they were playing the Panthers and they were up like 30 points at halftime. So everyone was leaving. It was like clearing out. So Uncle John was like, let's go try to get behind the bench. Or like, in his nature, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So we sit behind the bench and I saw Kyle and I was like, oh my gosh, 44, so handsome, blah, blah, blah. And I had the pamphlet because, you know, it was like my first time like going, I was like, yeah, I'll take the pamphlet. I'll take all the goodies. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like going through the pamphlet, like reading stuff. And I saw Kyle. And at that time, I really didn't know too much about the NFL. And I thought they were like a lot older. And I was 20. And I was like, oh, he's only 23. I'm like, oh, he went to Harvard? Okay.
You're like, shoot.
Yeah. But that was it. And then like a few weeks later, I was with a bunch of girlfriends and I was telling them about him and like, oh, see if he has a Facebook. Because it was like before Instagram was like, Facebook was the go-to. Instagram existed, but Facebook was the go-to there then. I'm really aging myself. And so my friend requested him. And he started like liking my photos from like years ago. Like I could tell he was like stalking, you know?
Wow.
Like he was like playing.
Oh, he was into you.
Yeah. We tell this story on the Kittles podcast, and it's really hilarious from his point of view because there was like a picture of me in a sunflower field, and I guess that one got him. So I was like, ladies,
That one got him.
you're looking to find a man. Take a picture of some sunflowers.
I had a photo like that. With,
that what got you,
Taylor
Taylor?
was obsessed with before we were like dating? No, I was sitting.
Gumballs.
No, it was sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
There was like an ice cream museum, or there was some like cute art installation.
You're like,
And I went with my girlfriends, and I'm like, I have like my little like space buns, like my hair half up, half down, space buns, and I'm sitting in like this pool of sprinkles.
Yep.
And Taylor for the longest time was like, this photo, you're just so cute in it. I'm like, what?
And when I would show people
You would show
photos
them
of
that
her,
picture?
that would be the photo.
That was like the main
she's
photo
not
he had
so cute.
screenshot.
yeah.
That's
hilarious.
So,
So, there you
iconic
go,
photo
ladies.
moment.
Sunflowers and sprinkles.
So he's liking all. Maybe it's just like
Us
men
men
want
are
to.
weird.
So simple. So simple.
So simple.
very
Just want a
simple
sweet
creature.
girl, sprinkles, sunflowers.
Space buns, it's the S's.
It's the S's. So he's liking these photos.
And then he never messages me. And I'm
Oh.
like, the hell? And so I was pre-gaming like in college as like a natural college student does. And I had like some liquid courage.
Yeah.
And they were like, just message him. What do you have to lose? And I'm like, okay. So I messaged him and he responded and we just like were chatting. And then he asked me out to dinner. And we went out to dinner and I was so nervous because I was like, I'm 20 years old, not mature enough for this. Like, I don't meet people. Like, I've never gone on a date with someone that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, go on date with like friends or.
That's intimidating.
Yeah, at 20. And we went out to dinner and we like closed the restaurant out. We were there for 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Probably because I was talking so much. and and it was really history from there. Like I remember leaving and being like, wow, I think I just met my husband. And I wasn't in that like part of my life where I was not looking for even a boyfriend. I just was like, oh, this will be fun. We'll go out to dinner. And yeah, it was really history since we were like inseparable ever since.
Oh my gosh.
Did it move pretty quickly?
So fast. He met my family 2 months later. My entire family came to Christmas Eve. Like we have this huge Italian Christmas Eve in New York, which now like looking back at it is so crazy that like from Maryland, and he like definitely didn't have an off day, like drove to New York, came to my Christmas Eve and then drove home. I was like, he would never do that now. I was doing something right. But yeah, it moved so fast. Yeah, really fast. But
When you opened the pamphlet and
I
saw
wish I saved that.
you have the pamphlet.
No, I wish
still?
I saved
Oh,
it.
you wish you did.
Yeah.
When you first saw his last name, were you like, yeah, I could do that?
I'm like, did
Or
someone
were
fall
you
asleep
like-
on a keyboard?
That's so good.
Like, what happened here? Where's the vowels? yeah. Where's the vowels?
Fell asleep on the keyboard.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
that's
so
my go-to
good.
line. I'm happy it hit. But yeah, no,
good.
I had no. It's one of those names that's like not hard to say, but it looks really intimidating when you like read it.
Yeah. It's just a weird combination.
Yeah, there's.
I remember when I was sending your manager to schedule this, I had typed your name in the subject line, and I'm like sitting there staring at it, and I'm like, "This is how you spell it. It's how you spell it." I have your Instagram up. I'm looking at it. I'm like, Jay. I'm like, it's spelled correctly in my brain. I was like, it just like was not.
Yeah.
I was so nervous to send it.
When
So
you
like that's
stare at
gonna
a
be.
word too long,
Oh, yeah.
it looks like something's wrong.
Well, it
with
looks wrong from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I tried to get him to take my last name. He wasn't having it.
What's your maiden name?
Arceri,
How do you spell that?
Arceri.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's like not as hard.
It's pretty.
And yeah, thanks. I think so. Yeah. But yeah.
How is my favorite person your
John?
uncle? Yeah.
Lovely. He's been amazing. You guys, I can't tell you how he just knows everybody. The Kiddles are coming out of the podcast, or they just launched it.
Yeah.
And Kyle and I filmed an episode like last week, and they have like a whole production crew. It's crazy. And this person comes up to me and just shows me a picture of like them with Uncle John holding a fish up. I'm like, how do you know him? Like everybody knows this man. He makes himself known. You know?
Funny.
You guys have to come to another game. I know you're Lions fans, but like you can be honorary.
No, definitely.
Honorary Niner fans.
We had the best day, and I always get nervous with Taylor because he like just in social settings he's like sometimes not the best. Like you're anxious in social settings.
You guys were great.
But he literally had the best time. Like sitting like
I feel like my family doesn't like. They're just crazy.
they were so fun. Like it wasn't like sometimes you get overwhelmed. Like if you were to be
And then
like,
I'll just
We're
shut
getting-
shut down.
Yeah.
I'll
Just get
be, like,
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah. I get that.
knowing
I
you were
like
gonna
that.
go in a party bus with like
Yeah.
someone's family, Taylor would be like, no.
Yeah.
But he literally after was like, I had the best day. I was like,
I'm so happy.
It's true.
That makes me happy because when he was like sitting next to you and we were on the party bus and he was like talking about he like fought that mailman, like my family like beat up that guy, and I was like, stop it. We don't know him like that. Don't let him in on the family secrets. And then he's like I knew he was gonna call his daughter and like FaceTime her, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, I had to have texted you like, by the way, I come from like a strong
Probably.
Italian
Oh yeah,
family.
you gave me fair warning.
Yeah, like it's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot.
No, my favorite was when we were on Fish Picture 197, and I still was asking questions. I'm like, "In what kind of fish is
you did it to
that?"
yourself.
And I did.
Yeah,
I really
the second
did.
you asked one question, you knew there was
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
7 more coming.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
very proud.
Yeah,
He's very proud.
you really enjoyed it. I feel like you were like, I saw some
Yeah.
crazy fish.
and then
I saw some crazy
I
fish.
saw some crazy fish.
Thought you were going to a football game? No.
No.
You were going to see fish.
and then in the box, like with the
was fun.
Kittles family. Yeah.
They're great,
So
aren't they?
Fun.
But you guys have to come again.
Great.
Yeah.
Twist my arm. I've grown up always like watching like football and sports and loving it, but since like now having friends in the NFL and becoming close with the Hutchinsons, and now like you know we are so close with everyone at the line, like it just I have like a different viewpoint of it now.
Totally, because
So,
they're
like,
human
It's so
beings.
much
and
more
you,
than just football.
they're humans, and you
Yeah.
want them to be successful.
Yeah, it like it now like gets me like really like
Yeah.
anxious with games, or like when Aiden got hurt last year,
Yeah.
like both of us were like
Sick to your
sobbing.
stomach.
Like it was like it's the first time I was like, whoa, this is actually like really puts into perspective. You know, you see people get like carted off like every game,
I know,
and like
it's such a violent sport.
what that actually entails for them. I've never like had to think about it that way because I haven't
Yeah.
like, been close with anyone.
Yeah, once you put a human interaction to it, it changes everything.
Well, I was hurting so bad for you guys, like after the Super Bowl.
I appreciate
Was that
But yeah, it was brutal.
Brutal?
Yeah. I mean, yes, losing the Super Bowl twice is like just like gut punching because you get there, and then it was really like not as similar to the Lions game, but like we had the lead,
Yeah.
and we were
Yeah.
crushing it,
Yep.
and then
Slipped.
it just slipped. I mean, that's what happens. Really, it just changes. The hard part with the Super Bowl, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize this because if you don't go to the Super Bowl, you don't realize how slow paced it is because of how many commercial breaks there are. It's hard to like get in a momentum, I feel like, for the players.
Yeah.
Because between like every play, there's a huge break for commercial breaks.
Yeah.
And it's such a long game that I feel like
course,
it's like
halftime.
hard to keep once you have momentum to even keep it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was gut wrenching. I mean, there's an after party that for each team, and you're like really you're supposed to go, and you should, because you shouldn't like be crying in your hotel room.
Right.
I know.
Celebrate.
You should like be celebrating.
Yeah. It's
But the
tough.
party is like hilarious because it starts off like everyone's devastated, right? Like you're in a club and there's like Lil Wayne performing and everyone's like crying. Like it's like, Lil Wayne's performing and everyone's like actually sobbing, and then everyone gets hammered.
Yeah.
And then they're having like so much fun, and then it's like the best time ever, and then it just goes, and then everyone gets too
And then
drunk.
you remember that.
Then you get too drunk and you get emotional again, and everyone just starts sobbing. It's like the ultimate, like every emotion you could possibly feel. I have there's like a video of Kyle and I like in a club and him just like hyperventilating, and then there's a video of us like dancing and then like hyperventilating.
That has to be the worst hangover I could imagine. The next day you wake up,
yeah.
you're hungover,
Your
and
emotions.
you remember you lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Horrible. Actually, another funny story. When he came to Christmas, and it was only like 2 months into us dating, and he met everybody, Uncle John, of course, like just hands him a gift. And I'm like, what did he get this? Like, what do you mean you got him a gift?
giant
Like,
fish.
what did you get him?
Frozen fish.
No, we got him a jersey with like 44, but he put our Siri on the back, like our last name. And I'm like, oh my God. But we have that, and we hung it up at our wedding.
That's so good.
And I remember being mortified and being like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's crazy.
I love you, Uncle John. Was the adjustment, like you guys dating, was it hard for you to like adjust to his like travel and stuff, or?
So no, I would say we really have lived two different lives together. Like when we first met, I was in college and I didn't like go to games really. I would maybe go to like a few games a year at home.
Yeah.
I never went to away games.
Yeah.
And I was living like very much my own life. I was in college, like had all my college friends, you know, like having a normal college schedule. I was interning. So like I would go to games here or there, like at home. And then when he signed with the Niners and we moved out to California, that was like, it couldn't be any more different because I didn't have my job anymore. I didn't have my friends anymore. Yeah. I now was like so engulfed in like the NFL life, where before it was really like his job. Like that was his job and I had my job, and we just like, but then it became like our lifestyle because then I only had like friends through football, which was amazing, but it was a huge adjustment. Those like first 2 years out in California were probably like one of the hardest years for me.
I can't imagine, especially because you strike me as someone that is like very like independent too, and you like just like you have, like you were saying, like you had like your own life and everything going.
It was hard. Like I've always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
And when I had to leave my job and like go to California and then figure out like, okay, well, where's my purpose? Like what do I do here? And then we were going to New York in the off season. So I was like, how can I get a job that is gonna let me leave for like 4 months? Like that doesn't work. And this was before COVID. I feel like now it's probably easier because a lot of people work remote, but back then really people weren't.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a job at SoulCycle. Oh, like when we moved out there, I was like, I need a job. Like I need to get out of the house. I can't and I wanted friends actually outside of the football world because people come and go. And then you're just like, you know, if you have, I've made so many best friends, by the way, like bridesmaids, sisters that I like love so much. But if you go to another team, they're gone and then you don't have a friend there anymore. So I wanted people with like consistency. Yeah. And so for like 2 years, I worked front desk at SoulCycle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I just like made so many friends and I actually like while I was doing that started an online clothing boutique that like kept me busy that I loved too. It was called Origin.
Oh my. So when was that? What year would that have been?
2017.
Okay.
2017.
And how do you make the jump from, and wasn't like real estate somewhere in there?
That's what I was doing in Maryland.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How do you make the jump from what you were doing
all over the place
to starting?
She's a woman of many talents.
I feel like, okay, I was a very typical college student that I'm like, I have no idea what I want to do with my life type of thing. I've always loved fashion though. Like that was just something I've always loved. And I dabbled like interning in like the buying world. And I was like, oh, that like corporate life really isn't for me. Yeah. And so I've always loved that. So but then my family also is like entrepreneurs. Like they've kind of have like touched a lot of things. And so my family like flips houses in New York. Okay. They're also in like interior design and they do like we've owned like pizzerias. They've done it all, to be honest. But so I was like dabbling at first, like graduated college. I was like, oh, maybe let me get my real estate license and maybe I could like start flipping homes in Maryland. And then once I got my real estate license, like 2 months later, Kyle signed with the Niners and he was like, come to California with me.
Okay.
And that was like a big moment where I was like, do I stay? Do I go? And I decided to go with him. But I was 23. I was so young.
Yeah.
And so when I got out there, I was like, well, do I want to do real estate out here? I just felt like I was like, I don't even know California. Like if a client were to ask me, how do you get here? I'd be like, type it into Waze. Like I have no, I was like, it wouldn't make sense. So I really had like, I mean, obviously we're so fortunate that I was able to like have stability that I can kind of find what I want to do. So then when I started working at SoulCycle, that was really truly just for like I need to get out of the house type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, and then while I was doing that is when I wanted to get back into clothing because it was something I loved. So I was like, I want to open up a boutique, like an online boutique. Okay. And I started doing that and I was working at SoulCycle doing just like for making friends.
Yeah. Were you doing like making like sports clothes or what was it?
So I was literally like on YouTube trying to figure out like, how do I even start? I don't know anybody who has at that time worked in clothing. So I was like YouTubing like how to start a boutique. Like I had no idea.
Yeah.
I found this like trade show called Magic in Los Angeles. It's actually, Las Vegas. I like blanked on what that was. And it's actually it's a big show. A lot of people know about it, like in that world. I just didn't. And I was buying wholesale and I was like shooting it myself, modeling it myself. I set up like a whole area in my house as like all storage. I was packaging it. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
But then from there, I felt like I wasn't being able to be creative enough because I've always like loved being creative. Yeah. And because I was like just buying wholesale and they weren't actually, when I was buying it, I was like, oh, this stuff feels so cheap and I hate that. And I don't even really love that shirt. I wish I could find something like this and it'd be hard to find.
Yeah.
So that's when I started transitioning to designing and I was doing all of it at the same time. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to stop something. And I stopped working at SoulCycle. Yeah. They also all closed down by me, which is so sad because as a dancer, do you like SoulCycle?
No,
you don't.
I don't like cardio. That's why.
I can understand.
He hates cardio.
Yeah.
I love SoulCycle though because you feel like you're dancing.
I need to actually just like try it. I've never
You've never done it?
No.
Okay, we'll go together. You're going to love it.
You're like, I hate it. Just
You've never done it?
I just am not a cardio girly. So like the thought of like doing that on a bike. Like
There's like choreography though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you'll like.
To the music.
To the beat. Like you don't, I don't really like cardio either, but you ride to the beat of the music. Okay. Which is just fun.
Yeah. And I subconsciously even have to like walk on a treadmill to the beat of music also. So I
perfect.
feel like I would. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. That's kind of the whole origin story of like how I started designing.
If you're like me or most people, you probably can't name all of your financial accounts or what they're worth, like your 401k, properties, investments, etc. And lack of awareness can lead to leaving money on the table. Do you want to feel organized and confident with all of your finances? Well, that's where Monarch Money comes in. This is an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or phone. And right now, just for our listeners, Monarch is offering 50% off your first year. Monarch is built for people that have busy lives, and let's face it, all of us are busy. I don't know about you, but with Monarch, it makes it so easy to have all of your financials in one place. Monarch is great for keeping a clear view of your financial health week to week and even long term. And the thing about Monarch is it's not just another finance app. It's a tool real professionals use and experts actually loved. It was named the best budgeting app of 2025 by the Wall Street Journal. And in a way, Monarch actually can bring couples together. Fights about money are one of the main causes relationships fail. Monarch gives your partner full access to your shared dashboard, including linked accounts, budgets, goals, and spending activity, all in one place at no extra cost. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code SQUEEZE at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code SQUEEZE. Have you ever felt like your multivitamin just isn't cutting it? Most generic multivitamins only give you 7 to 9 vitamins, but Grüns, they deliver over 20 vitamins and minerals plus 60 nutrient-dense whole food ingredients, all packed into one convenient daily snack pack. Grüns are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into a snack pack a day. This isn't a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a prebiotic. It's all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price. And bonus, it tastes great. They're vegan, nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and made with no artificial colors or flavors. You can even choose a low sugar or sugar-free option. Each serving has 6 grams of prebiotic fiber. That's 3 times more than the leading greens powder and the equivalent of more than 2 cups of broccoli. What makes them even better is that Grüns are more bioavailable in gummy form. That means your body can actually absorb more and use the nutrients more effectively, helping you reach your target nutrient levels. And don't just take my word for it. Grüns ingredients are backed by over 35,000 research publications. Honestly, I felt a difference after just a couple days, but after 2 weeks, I could really tell the difference in how I felt. So if you're ready to simplify your wellness routine with something delicious, convenient, and backed by science, here's how. Visit Grüns.co and use code SQUEEZE at checkout for up to 52% off your first order. That's GRUNS.co and use code SQUEEZE for up to 52% off your first order.
But then you just you teach yourself how to sew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From YouTube videos?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I always had a sewing machine, and I wish I remember. There's no story to it. I just kind of always had one. I've always been kind of a figure it out type of person. That's just in my blood. And so I always knew how to work a sewing machine. We didn't really I didn't really sew growing up or anything. I maybe sewed once. I had home ec in 7th grade. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It all stemmed from Halloween. Kyle and I wanted to be Justin and Britney Spears from the VMAs, that denim on denim look.
Yeah.
And I'm just delusional, and I'm I can make that. I was I can do it. I don't know why I thought that. I just have confidence in myself.
But you did.
And I did.
Wow.
And then after I made it, I just loved that feeling of working with my hands, making something, and feeling so proud to say that I made it.
Yeah.
And from there, it's kind of it snowballed. I was oh, I'm going to maybe make some things for Kyle's game. I had a few t-shirts in rotation that I would wear, and I just got so sick of it. So I'm let me just try to make some stuff. I don't like any of the stuff that was out there for myself.
Yeah.
And then I made that, and I was oh, this is fun. Maybe I could try to do this for every week. And then it just became a thing. I started doing it for every single week.
It's crazy.
And then I did that for probably 2-3 years before I started making stuff for other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was teaching myself, I wasn't a professional by any means. And if you were to give me your measurements, I'd be at that time, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I was trying it on myself and pinning it on myself to make it fit.
Yeah.
But then I realized there was a big gap because so many people would be asking me to make them things oh, I love that, make me that, or this, that.
Yeah.
And that's when I was oh, this could be a business.
Yeah.
And here we are.
When did you first realize that people were starting to take notice and it could be something other than just you making clothes for yourself?
Yeah, it was a slow burn at first.
Okay.
And then I realized, I guess, I always kind of knew, by the way. I always believed in it, that I feel it could be something because there was only there was no differentiation of product out there for girls, at least.
Yeah.
In the sport. Now there is. I feel there's a lot of brands doing amazing things, but back in 2017, I feel it was just it was t-shirts and V-necks and there was nothing. So I kind of always believed in it. But then I'll never forget I made the puffer vest, the jersey puffer vest. And I'll never forget, when I made it, I texted it to Kyle's sports agent, who I was really close with at the time, and I still am. And I was this is a really good idea. I just had a feeling when I made it. I was
You made it for yourself?
I made it for myself.
Okay.
And I was this is revolutionary. I'm I feel this is a really good idea. And I was should I not put this on the internet? I feel I was always torn when I was designing and making stuff for myself every week because I was knocking on everyone's door, you guys. I was going on LinkedIn, finding any company who had licensing, finding who like their marketing managers or like collaboration managers. I was sending them emails, LinkedIn messages to like get meetings with them. Wow. And really nobody was interested in me. Like everyone was just like, we just don't have the space for it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But I was trying like so hard. I was meeting with the NFL. The NFL always knew that I was like really trying to get at it, like get a license. And I realized at that time, I was like, I can't get a license. Like they're not going to give it to me. And B, like, if you ever look at this license agreement of what you have to fill out to even apply, like I wouldn't even been able to fill out half of it because I don't have manufacturers or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like super complicated.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me try to collaborate with a brand because that would be like my first step into the field. But no one was really willing to collaborate. So
They're
when I had
that decision now.
yeah, I have a lot of emails. When I made the puffer vest is when I just was like, gosh, like, do I want to put this out there? Because like a brand who has licensing rights can easily just go do it.
Rip it off.
Yeah.
Rip it off. Yeah. And then I was just like, you know what? What's the alternative? Like, I just don't ever put it out there. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to put myself out there. So I put it out there and I remember in my caption, I added Fanatics and I added Nike. And I was like, hit me up. That's what I wrote.
Stop.
And that post was the first one that really like got a shit ton of momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when people started hitting you up and like, hey, can you make me something?
Yep. Yeah.
Who was like the first person of notice that you made something for that people were like, whoa?
Well, first Deebo Samuel wore something of mine. And he was like really one of the first to support it. And then Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you were right after that.
I know.
Like you were right in the
I was gonna
kickfire.
get to that.
Yeah.
I slid in your DMs.
You
right?
did.
Taylor had been showing me
I need
your
to
stuff
know.
for a while.
Yeah.
Like he was like, look at all of these things she's doing. And I was like, oh, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
He was like, I think I'm going to message her. I was like, do it.
Yeah.
I was so excited. You have no idea. Like I was so excited. Mainly because I was asking people constantly for me to design them. So it was like so amazing. I'm like, somebody asked me. I was so excited. And before that, I had so many like amazing ideas to like do men's stuff because I was really only designing for myself.
Yeah.
And so once I made something for Deebo, I was like, oh, there's so many like great stuff I could do for men.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like so excited for your piece.
Yeah. And then it just so happened, like randomly, right, that you had made other Taylors.
Yep.
The same weekend.
It was the same weekend. I DM'd you and I was like, I think it was like a really quick turnaround. Yours was a super quick turnaround.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can get into the FedEx story.
Yeah. But I feel like it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Max. I killed myself that week. I'll never forget.
I can't imagine.
I remember being like, Taylor's whole thing was a complete question mark. Like there wasn't like I had no idea, no guarantee.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to let him know just in case because it will be like back to back.
Yeah.
And like literally
the same weekend.
The same weekend,
of
yeah.
Playoffs.
But I also had absolutely no idea. But I remember just like staying up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm like, if I back to back, like this could just be so amazing. And it really was truly the best weekend of my life. And like Taylor, I owe you everything. Like I'm not even kidding. No, really from the bottom of my heart. Like it was, that weekend changed my whole life. Like it really did. It changed everything. And I'm so happy that
we were so happy.
I'm so happy that you loved it, but also the whole story of how you got it, like, just was.
Let's try.
So crazy.
Can we try and tell this story because
we weren't home and I think we were in Nashville and we were flying to Detroit or something like that. It was like there
was a snowstorm.
We weren't home and we were flying. I think we were in Nashville and we were flying to Detroit for the game, and it was last minute. You were working on the jacket. And
also, it was like, I'm like, where am I going to find Hutchinson jerseys in San Jose?
Right.
Like, I was panicking, like trying to find
those online.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I somehow got an overnight because, like, you can't really overnight jerseys. It's like the shipping's usually like takes a while.
Okay.
But I don't remember how I even got
Yeah, you somehow got that, and then we like the address was up in the air. We didn't know where we were gonna send it. And then
your hotel.
We were like, okay, you'll send it to our hotel in Detroit. And then there was a snowstorm that hit, but we had just missed it because we had flown in the day before. But then that delayed the package.
Got the package stuck.
Yeah, so I remember being so upset because, guys, I killed myself to get both. Because it wasn't just yours, it was Taylor's and Brittany's. So I was doing 3 jackets in 1 week. And that is just like
crazy. So
much work.
Yeah.
I have videos of me at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I was just like really wanting to get it done. And so then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I got the timeline. Like I did it in time. I finished it. And now this is going to be the reason why it doesn't get to him. And it's playoff football. Like they could have lost. And, you know, and then there was nothing there anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it gets stuck. And I remember being like, I will not let this be the reason why. I will fly to Detroit, open up every single FedEx office to get him this jacket.
This time period is when I learned how much of a hustler you are and that no force shall ever stop you. And I was just like telling her the whole time, I'm like, I've never seen anybody like this.
No,
like,
I think Taylor looked at me. He's like, you're going to be getting a call from the like
You're like, is
CEO
she
of FedEx.
crazy?
And I was like, sorry, what?
So somehow you got FedEx involved.
Yeah, shout out FedEx.
Shout out FedEx.
It was actually like the whole thing was a legit Super Bowl commercial, was it not? Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
I still think FedEx, if you please watch this, we need to recreate. I think this would have been literally FedEx needs to do a Super Bowl commercial.
It was
of
insane.
This.
Yeah. I feel like it was a drop
package.
ball. That was like such
And
a
the
crazy
ending
commercial.
could not have been more perfect.
Yeah.
Because,
Wait,
okay,
No,
sorry,
it was
we'll
a
get
story.
there. We'll get there.
Okay, so we can't find the package. I'm like calling everybody. And
you put on your story, you're like, does anyone have a contact at FedEx?
well, first being from Long Island, it's just a like, you know, a guy who knows a guy mentality. Like that's just like the type of like Long Islanders there are.
Yeah.
So like I had a friend who knew a friend who knew a friend, somebody high up at FedEx. And so they gave me their number and they were like all over it. But you guys, it's a ginormous company. Like
Yeah.
there's so many people. So then I put on my story out because that wasn't working. And I remember being on the phone with him for a while and I was like, fuck, this isn't happening.
Yeah.
And I put on my story, I was like, oh, last shot. Like, might as well just see who out there can help me. And I just wrote like, does anybody know anyone at FedEx? I made something for somebody because I didn't want to say like what. And I was like, they're supposed to wear it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's stuck. And I worked so hard on this. Like, please, somebody help me. And actually it was one of my friends. It was one of my friends that I just wasn't like talking to her about it. She's like, hey, I actually know the owner of FedEx's son.
What?
And I'm like, what? Give me his number immediately.
Yeah. You're like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah. So they connected me with somebody, with I think their son. I was on the phone with him, and it wasn't even like, I don't even think I told you guys this whole story. Like it was even crazier than that. So then we found it. They opened up a facility. It was like the facility was closed because of the FedEx, like because of the storm.
Yep.
Yeah.
They opened it up for us, and they found the package.
Hunted
down the package of like, I'm sure millions of packages, right? Hunted it down, puts it on a truck. That truck breaks down.
Yes.
You remember that?
It broke down about an hour and a half outside of Detroit.
Yes. And I was
After
like,
you got it, within that, through everything,
I was like,
the truck
who is
breaks
testing
down.
me? I will succeed.
Yes.
And then that was when I was like, I'll get on a plane. Like, and then so I was like, drop a pin, like give me the driver's pin, drop the pin. I will get an Uber carrier to go to the pin and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like insane. They had somebody come and fix the truck eventually. And then the truck ends up coming. And by this time, like they're already in the stadium. The game has almost started, but you guys were in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yep. Because
And-
I was like, the whole day I was like, it's happening. She's figuring it out. She's figuring it out. But then it was time to go to the stadium, and the jacket still wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then the truck broke down, and I was like, okay. So
And
it's
this
not
is
gonna
just me
show
back
up.
and forth the house. Like,
Yeah.
like just going crazy. And luckily Kyle was on bye week so he like experienced that
he
whole
could be
thing.
a part of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Long story short, the truck starts working. They're on their way. The guy calls me and I was like, they're like, okay, they're gonna go to the hotel. And I was like, I kind of like gave up at that point. I was like, they're already at the game. Like there's nothing we could do. I was like, I'm just gonna put this out there. Like, I don't know if this is even possible, but if they have an extra ticket, can they send a ticket to maybe the delivery guy? And then the delivery guy can hand deliver the package to them. I never in a million years thought that was even gonna work. And I actually don't even remember. Like, did you give a ticket? How did they get in the stadium?
So the Lions like marketing girls are literally the best, and
They knew. We filled them in with the whole situation.
They knew what was going on.
What was going on. We're standing on the sideline pre-game, but game's about ready to start in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
I have the number of the driver. I give it to one of them. I'm like, hey, he's gonna go outside. Can
you just get it?
Can one of you go out there and meet him?
Yes.
And so they give one of like their like staff people the number, and then he disappears, and we're just like, standing there like waiting. All of a sudden,
what if you get it and you're like, this is ugly?
That would have been unfortunate because when I was opening up the package on the sideline, it was such a spectacle.
Oh my God.
Cut to, the guy comes back. We literally are handed this FedEx box on the field 5 minutes before game time. Taylor like rips it open. Mind you, it's taped very well. Taylor is ripping this thing open. I think I have a video of it, of you opening it up.
Yep.
And you pull it out and you put it on, and it was literally like
yeah,
the stars aligned. Like, that's what I imagine winning the Super Bowl feels like.
it was
Totally.
It was literally that moment.
Everybody on the sideline and in the stands behind us were invested in this.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Everyone
this
knew.
package gets hand delivered to me on the sideline.
I remember getting a voice note from him. We're like, are you in the CIA?
Taylor was like, how did this happen? Like,
It's insane.
it was just the most absurd, like, I feel like that's why I'm like delusionally like optimistic, because of
No, me
like
too, by the way.
scenarios like that just happen, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it was the most insane thing. But the
I
jacket
just
was.
think like moral of the story is you have to ask for help, like all the time.
You take away one thing from this episode, Lemon Drops: ask for help.
Ask for help. You can't do everything on your own.
Yes.
You can't. And like one person, and I truly try to help people too, because I've gotten so much help to be able to succeed in so many things. So it's like, you have to ask for help. You have to give help. And it was, you guys, that was like the best. I think I immediately, the second you got it, went to sleep. I was like, and crashed. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Adrenaline crash.
We were having the best time,
And you guys won.
and we did
Yes.
win,
Yes.
and we did win.
Lucky jacket.
We,
I got it right here, by the way.
Oh yeah, bring her
There
out.
she is.
And we had
Honestly,
Aiden sign it.
And after the game, I had Aiden sign it.
Honestly, that thing is beautiful. I have to like bring that to market.
Yeah, no, I
love, like what if you hated it?
That would have been really unfortunate.
I sent you pictures, though.
I saw what it looked like.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be cool.
No, it's so.
Oh my
good.
God, so
we will like
good.
fight over it to this day. We bring it to almost every game we go to.
Lucky jacket.
And it's just like, it's always like our, like, we'll get like a new shirt, and we're like, that's always
It
just like
hasn't
our
lost
comfort.
yet.
No, I don't
Well,
think
there
it
you
has.
go.
I didn't bring it to the Commanders game, did I?
No, I don't think we.
Well, there you go.
And that's why.
I have to get you an Aiden puffer vest. I think it got delivered. We did Aiden puffer vests.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
They got delivered right as we sat up here.
Really?
Yeah.
As you were looking for the jacket.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm so excited. No, but I was gonna say we were having the best time, like seeing all of the news articles of like,
Dude.
It was crazy.
obviously,
It was insane.
Taylor was involved in some of them, but obviously like Taylor wearing Travis's puffer, and like we just like we're having the best. We laid in our hotel. We always like stay another day.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
were just laying in our hotel room. We were watching your followers go up. We were just like watching all of the interactions and all the posts, all of the articles. Like we were just like
it was wild.
we were cheerleading.
And I just
for you.
could not be more happy for you that whole day. I felt like I was celebrating with you.
Oh, thank you.
Just because I just saw how hard you work.
Yeah, thank you.
And then seeing Kyle's support of you,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was just the freaking cutest thing ever. It's I could not have been more happy for you that
Thank
day.
you guys. Well, you're so part of that story. Like truly, it was just like the perfect storm. But it was just so crazy. But that was one of the weekends that like I'll never forget my entire life.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was the best.
And then I remember that weekend, I was like checking in with you because I think then you were like, what's next? How can I turn this into
yeah.
something? And
Yeah.
then cut to
off season.
Offseason.
So the NFL always knew, like I said, that I was really trying to do something.
Yeah.
And they honestly were always supportive and like trying to help me find collaborators. But then, of course, like I think once that big moment happened and there was such an amazing response from people being like, I want that.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we can gift her licensing. But At that time, they gave me licensing for only a few months because they wanted me to just like have some time to figure out what I want to do. Like they didn't want, and it was honestly so gracious because I didn't want to like sign a long contract. I was so overwhelmed. Not only was like so much happening at that time, my husband was playing.
Yeah.
And like I want to be a good wife and support him in that. And this is like, and they went to the Super Bowl that year. So it was like, I need to like honor that and make sure he feels supported. But so at that time I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to make anything or sell anything for the Super Bowl. It's like a week turnaround. So I was like, let me auction something off for breast cancer awareness. And so I made a puffer vest. I made a few actually. Like I made 10 of them actually.
The Super Bowl ones.
The Super Bowl ones. And I just like placed them throughout. And then I was like, let me auction one off and I'll donate it to charity. And my goal was $5,000. I was like, it would be so insane if somebody buys this for $5,000. And it went for $75,000.
75 grand.
Is that not insane?
Wow.
Truly nuts.
On the note of breast cancer,
Yeah.
can I talk about your mom for
Yeah, of course.
for a
Yeah.
minute? For our lemon drops, those are our listeners.
I love that you called them that, by the way. That's amazing.
You have such a love for advocacy for breast cancer because you lost your mom to breast cancer when you were 18.
When I was 18.
Okay. How long did she battle cancer for?
Truly my whole life. Like it was something that she was in and out of remission forever. There were like gaps or like years that she was really healthy and then years that she was like back under chemo. So it was never for me something that it was my norm.
Yeah.
Like mom was sick. That was just like my norm always. Or, you know, mom has a wig or like that was to me something that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So I think what I struggle with the most now is that like I never really realized how serious it was when she was like actually really bad. Because I just like, oh, she bounces back. That's what she does. Like she gets sick, she bounces back. So I think that's hard for any kid too, because you don't really understand the severity of something when you're that age.
Yeah.
Then you have so much happening with like I was, you know, applying to colleges and just like very teenager engulfed, like very selfish engulfed in my own life, you know? But yeah, that was like, she's really was in and out and of remission and treatment really my whole life, to be honest. Yeah.
Was it always breast cancer or did it move?
It was always breast cancer until the end. And then that's when like it spread everywhere. But my mom was like the most like smiliest, happy, warm energy. Like anybody who she ever met, I swear it just says like she was an angel because she really was. And she never let anybody feel her pain. And it was almost like a blessing and a curse because we never knew how much she really was like going through. Yeah. She never wanted us, her kids, to ever worry about her or feel sad for her. Yeah. Like she would like if I needed, I don't know, and if I needed to go somewhere and I couldn't drive because I didn't have a license, she would like drive me somewhere and then like go throw up in the bathroom and not tell me. Like she would never want anyone to know. It was like a blessing and a curse though. But she was just so strong and like such a light. Yeah. And I really try to carry that as much as I can. I like, of course, losing a mom is so hard, especially at that age because a parent's like so important when you're really young. Yeah. But I feel like a parent's like maybe even just as more important when you're like in your late teens. Like you're not even an adult. Like I just turned 18, so I was really like 17. It's like so important to have that figure there to like really guide you because you're lost, you know? Yeah. But yeah, she was the best. Yeah.
Do you feel like do you think you had like, or did you have a little bit of like warning that it was maybe
No,
time? Okay.
That's something that I have resentment towards a little bit. And like I try to remind, I've been in therapy for it and like try to remind myself that there was so much happening at that time and like people are going through so much. My dad was going through so much, like potentially at that time like losing his partner and like I think because we were older, I was the youngest by the way, like my siblings are 5 years older than me, so I feel like it was very much like they were adults, but they never told us that like the doctor gave her 2 weeks. Which I have like resentment towards a little bit. But I just try to remind myself that it wouldn't have changed anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like we had such an amazing relationship. And we were mother-daughter. Like of course, you know, you fight, but we had an amazing relationship. And I love her and I carry it. I'll always like carry her memory.
Yeah.
And I have to let go of that guilt or else I'll live with it forever. There's nothing, because I was actually, this is like a sad story, but I was actually gone the weekend. My mom passed really because they like let me, it was strange. They like let me go away. I don't know. It was strange. But
Yeah.
I think everyone was just, there was so much happening and everyone was really like in their head and it was chaos. But also a little bit of like delusion because she always bounced back and we just always thought she'd bounce back.
Yeah.
You know?
We talk about grief a lot on the podcast because I feel like that's just like such a universal thing.
Totally.
How do you feel like your grief was and has like kind of changed?
Evolved.
It changes a lot all the time. I think I'll go through periods of feeling okay. I feel like I was kind of, I hate to use the word blessed because I'm not blessed in any way of that, but like I was at an age where there was so much change that so she passed in March, my senior year of high school. And then I had to like, I was applying to colleges. And then when I went to college right after, like it forced me to get out of my environment, which I think looking back at was like the best thing ever. Like if I would have stayed home for college, I feel like I'd be a different person because like being in the house was sad, you know, like passing her room was sad. Like it was just a house full of sadness after.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like my mother like brought warmth into the house. Like, and when she left, it just felt cold, you know what I mean? But so I had a lot of distractions with college and being away and like that helped me a lot. And I think as I got older is when I finally dealt with my grief because I never dealt with it. I distracted myself with it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
just with school and being in a new environment. And I think with grief, what's hard is that it's a constant reminder, but I think it's also just a constant reminder of your love, which is what I try to channel it. Like I'm blessed that I had a mother that I had because not everyone gets an amazing mom. Like I really had the most loving mother and I hope to be that kind of mom that she was. But so I just try to like remind myself that it was like grief is really just an I miss you and I love you. And that's what I try to remind myself about. But what's so like funny about grief is it will hit you literally so randomly. For me, it like always hits me when I'm driving for some reason. Like I always get like sad when I drive. I don't know why. Like music kind of triggers me sometimes, not in a bad way, just in general. Like it provokes emotion.
Yeah.
And then big life events are always like kind of sad.
Yeah.
And that's hard. Like your wedding day, that's supposed to be like the happiest day. There's always like that hint of sadness or like the day I launched Offseason.
Yeah.
I remember just being like, I hysterical cried that day because it's just like whoosh, you know, it's like your biggest moments are always kind of like a little bit of your saddest.
Yeah.
Which are like, it's kind of depressing to say it like that, but it's just true.
Sure,
like
totally.
you wish they were there, but
Yeah.
it's life. Everybody, unfortunately, will have to deal with grief at some point in their life. Like that's we're human, and I've accepted it. I really have. I've accepted it. I think it's been a long time now, and time does heal. Your heart will never make you forget. Yeah. And I still like have moments that I'm very sad, but and I still get like choked up. Like I'm actually doing a really good job talking about it right now. But yeah, it really did change me though. I think dealing with that at such a young age, but also like being able to still know who she was. Like I wasn't a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it made me. I'm not that sensitive. Like it takes a lot to get me upset.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a good way actually. Like I am emotional, but like it takes me a lot to get upset because I'm always like we're healthy. Like guys, we're healthy. Even with stuff with like Offseason, if something goes really wrong, right? And I'm like, guys, it's close. Like we're healthy. Yeah. You know, like of course it's, you know, I just think that's your health is your wealth. And so it puts it into perspective so much for me. So I feel like it's really taught me to just really look at things from a bigger picture. Yeah. Yeah. And also like my loved ones, like to really grasp onto them and have a lot of like dedicated time with the people that I love. Yeah. Because at that time, like my biggest guilt, I would say, is that like just being a teenager and not wanting to hang out with your parents. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm like, I wanted to be with my friends. Yeah. That makes sense. And so that lingers in me. And so now I like always want to dedicate time to my dad and to my I'm so fortunate to still have my grandpa here at 92. Wow. And so like I just want to always dedicate time you know?
Yeah.
That's special.
I love that. Also, I'm sure that you know this, but the way that you describe your mom and like the warmth and light that she brought, like you absolutely do that
thank you.
same thing.
That's so
Like,
sweet. Thank you.
When you were describing her, I was like, so you're describing yourself right now.
Thank
Like,
you.
It's so true.
Thank you. That's really sweet. I think like my one thing I struggle with is like self-reflection. I think a lot of people probably do
Yeah.
because you never know how other people perceive you, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really sweet. Thank you.
Of course.
Obviously, we've been talking about off-season this whole time. But,
Yeah.
there's some new exciting like launches, collab stuff. Can you?
Yeah. What's like the latest? What's the latest
Okay, we
drops?
just
and
dropped-
What's to come?
Okay.
Fill
We
us
just dropped Puffers yesterday
Okay.
and we expanded to 13 teams.
You were first at 5.
We were first at 5
Yep.
and
I'm
Lions
a
are
big-
part of
I'm
it.
a big fan.
And we were first at 5, and it's so funny because people get really upset when we don't have their team, and I'm like, it has nothing to do with me not liking the team. Like people are like, she hates us.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's just a lot of inventory to
get
carry
there.
all those teams. But so yeah, we launched 13 teams yesterday of like puffer vests and puffer jackets, and then we have a player. Like one or two, like every team kind of varies for each team.
Okay.
A puffer vest. And I'm so excited because it's like that's how the whole thing really started.
Yeah.
So to be able to like expand that and to offer it to more teams. I mean, the goal is of course to get to all 32 teams.
Yeah.
But we have to like walk
You gotta
before we
start
run.
somewhere.
Yeah, right?
You gotta start somewhere.
We had a lot, like there's been a lot of boom, 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 boom. Things got like delayed for a while. So now it's like there's a lot
Yeah.
back to back. I'm sure it's probably like overwhelming for people to consume. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But we just launched WNBA.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, which was so fun.
That's cool.
We go
Puffers
to
or
no, just like we call it ready to wear. So it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
tops and tees and shorts and pants. Maybe puffers one day, but
Okay.
it's like an arena sport.
yeah.
So I don't know if we
Yeah.
really will. But actually, that's not true. I guess I take that back. We probably will. We probably will. But yeah, it was so fun to collaborate with them. We've gone to a lot of Valkyries games, which is the new Bay Area WNBA team.
Okay.
And this is their first year like ever having a team in the Bay, and they're actually in the playoffs right now, which is like really cool and like history. But the games are electric, you guys.
We've been
have
told.
We've been
They're
dying
electric.
To go.
We've been told.
What'd you say?
We've been dying to go.
You
to that
have
game.
to. They're so much fun. I swear. It's like, I mean, the whole thing. It's like a dance party. The players, like, it's just so fun to hear how like the roars of the crowd and for them to get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's like so fun.
I know you're not gonna like tell me anything, but like, could you like tease or do
what's
you
like a
know? Yeah,
Like, what's like a dream thing for you to do with off season?
With off season,
Yeah. Or a tease. But if
my dream for off season would be to. I mean, listen. There's so many leagues out there, like outside of like the main leagues, and like there's so many sports in the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I would love to be like the go-to spot for sports fashion, like
Yeah.
for anything you can think of. And then I would also love to have like an off-season line that isn't sports, like not licensed,
Yes.
Yeah.
like just actually off-season.
Yes.
So I would say that's like my ultimate dream with it. But like, I mean, I just went to a game. Well, because when we launched this, the 49ers were out of the playoffs. So I hadn't been to any stadium. And then I was so excited week 1 because I was like, I just hope I bump into somebody wearing it.
Yeah.
And I did. And it was just the ultimate. Like
that's
that was
gonna be
always
cool.
the dream from the beginning. But I still do the one-offs. If you ever want, you guys, I'll make you some
I'm
stuff.
next.
You are
Girl.
next.
I'm next.
You are next. You're due.
I'm ready.
Luckily, we like basically wear the same size and a lot of stuff. So,
Yeah, we share a lot of things.
Yeah, see, perfect.
so I'm next, but you can.
Yeah, you already admitted that you
I have
steal this
stolen it.
jacket from me all the time. So I need a new jacket.
Perfect. We'll have to get you the we just dropped a like cami shrug and it's so cute. I feel like I hope that it's here for you.
I can't wait.
It will look really
It's
good.
starting
It
downstairs.
is. It's Christmas morning.
Last question. I just want to know.
Yeah.
I just feel like we obviously knew a lot about you because we're friends with you, but just like getting to hear again how hard of a worker you are and just how you live your life and what you've been through. I want to know what you're most proud of yourself for.
Oh, I love that question. I would say like who I chose as a partner. I feel like that is the biggest decision in life. I mean, you guys know, you guys are so, by the way, like so compatible. Seriously. You both have a like incredibly calming energy too, both of you. No, truly. You guys are like really grounding. You really are.
But you're so right. It's the most important decision.
It's the most important decision, like outside of anything. Like Kyle has grounded me. He's very grounding. You guys haven't really spent too much time with him just yet.
No.
You love him.
Literally only in the bus on the way home from that game. I wanted after the Chiefs game.
Yeah. And then
That was it, right?
And Taylor was like, I don't want to talk to him. Like, they just like, I don't want to.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I felt so bad
'Cause
because they just
we
lost.
lost,
And I
yeah.
didn't know how he takes those.
Yeah, he's actually normally like, he's a happy person.
Yeah. But he seems like the best.
Yeah, we'll have to do dinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I'm most proud of that because just like to be proud of your partner is everything. And I feel like I'm just like, I'm so proud of him. I love supporting him. He loves supporting me. And like to pick somebody that you can grow. I'm a different person now than I was at 20 when we met.
Yeah.
And we've been able to grow together. And I just think your family is everything. So I'm most proud of that.
Oh,
That's.
no one's ever said that answer before.
I
And I'm
know.
obsessed with that answer.
I know. For sure.
much.
For sure.
Well, we love you. Thanks for.
Love you
Yes.
guys.
Thanks
This is
for
so
coming.
fun.
No,
I
thank you
can't wait
for
to go
being
open my
here.
boxes downstairs.
I know. I hope it fits.
Yeah, literally. Let's get
And
downstairs.
then maybe we can just like
If it
have a
doesn't fit,
Super
I'll
Bowl
pin it.
that's like maybe they can just make an exception where it's like the Niners,
Two NFC
and,
teams?
Yeah, the Niners and the Lions can like play together.
I'd love to run that back with a different outcome. Sorry.
No.